That's the team we're gonna cheer.
Now from the riverfront of the Ohio, sellout crowd has arrived at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. And we are underway at Paycor Stadium. And no return here. This is a touchback.
Worried about that, my shows up. All in the kitchen can't get the cold up. Double O kick that we told us.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Shut up! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way, and it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it, and boy, did they ever.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll go right and find his running back. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. 3 plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hey, smash.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
Now the former Vol, Dylan Sampson. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
And we've seen this time and time again. When this guy is in a groove like he is here, I mean, he's impossible to block. I mean, the offensive line, they've got to come up with a better plan to slow him down, or he's going to completely wreck this game.
3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Metcalf, left side, he's got it. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away. And this is going to set up a long field ahead. Backed up as it is touchdown inside the 10.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. There's a short one caught by Kraft. And it'll be marked down up around the 18-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. What's up there, offense? It's a momentum hero. Check out.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
Forced out wide. A very dangerous throw, but somehow it is complete. They get 19 on that pass play. It's a Cincinnati first down.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
Now a give on the ground. Up the sideline, past midfield. Down the sideline to the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Bengals. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity at the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Panther 60, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And he's very close to a first down. He's out after a pickup of 9.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape. Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete, and he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3-and-out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Here's 2nd and 2. A run with Sampson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game.
That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Emeka Egbuka. Touchdown, Jaguars. His 4th TD grab of the season.
The kicker on for the
Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hand for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Here we go. 60 by 6.
Back to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A pickup there of 13. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. It's Bengals football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They've got a 2nd and 8 coming up.
Okay, ready?
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He's inside the 25. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Jaguars 7. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Ready? 60 by 6. Count to 60. Count to 60. Ready?
Now they'll set up to throw. That's complete. He finds Brian Thomas. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Count to 11. Count to 11. Ready?
He'll look to throw. On the run to the right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Back to the air once more on second down. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. A gain there of 27 yards. So they come to the line for first down and 10. That's Ibuka in motion. Little quick pass to the receiver heading right. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3. Second and 7.
Here we go. Check. Liking, 18. Trap 60. Trap 60.
A diving effort there, but he can't reel it in. It's incomplete. Emeka Ibuka, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws. And that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or
to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Brown now to return it. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
20-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Go! 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
The second down throw is incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
It is third and long. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Come on. Set. Gravity line.
Inside run with Sampson. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 1. In motion comes Thomas. A throw on the move is caught. And he will get into the end zone. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Jaguars. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Quick throw, taken in. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Now a give up the middle, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 42-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Out to his right. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away. A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. This one, tap forward for Thomas. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment.
Mustang 19. Ready? Gravity line.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. A throw on the run is complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Let's go now. Go.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down. The Jaguars have the field goal unit on the field. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Jaguars will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
He's trying to start on the ground. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
At the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
That's going to be incomplete. The coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Here we go. Set go.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down by about a yard. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be very close to the 1st down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Set. 60 by 60.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get the 1st down there. A pickup of about 5 yards.
Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throw here down the field will fall incomplete. Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there.
To 2nd and 10.
And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Go. At the 60. At the 60.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. He kept waiting for that cutback lane to develop. It never did. He's tackled right at the line of scrimmage.
38-yard line.
Got it.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down.
19. Cougar 19. 18. Pioneer. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 79 Bronco. Hunt.
Flush to his right. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And a nice return there. He is out of bounds right at midfield.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great at.
And he will score. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
31, Bengals 14.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a nice job there, sidestepping defenders on his way. It's a gain of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
70 Lions. Tracking 60. Check up.
Back over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. This taken in at the 8-yard line. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. 19 Charger. 19 Charger. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. 18 yards on the pickup there. 1st down, Jacksonville.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play.
They'll look to throw yet again. Going for it all. That's caught. And he will go all the way. Dylan Sampson. Touchdown, Jaguars. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Brown now to return it.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. He's up the sideline to the 25. Big run here. He's tackled beyond the 35-yard line. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Liking 18. Go.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
They'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on one or two of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. He's going to look for the home run ball. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession. And that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on fourth down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead. But it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop. And that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
On the go.
1st and 10.
18, ready. 18, ready. Packer 60, Packer 60.
At the 19-yard line.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Rolling right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And the Jags are going to be set up with 1st and goal. He is down at the 6.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
19, 18.
They'll look to throw again. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Point after, coming up here. He's got it. And the Jaguars will add one more onto their big lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Brown now to return it. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Okay, break. Set.
And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3.
Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Mike. I mean, I've loved watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort unless they can somehow find a way to flip this thing around.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
A gain of 2 on the play.
They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A huge play there for the Bengals. 31 yards.
41-yard line.
Here we go.
Now this time they'll look to throw. This one caught by the back, out of the backfield. And he's in! Touchdown, Bengals. Well, so often that running back is the best friend of a quarterback down there. This time he takes the pass, and he takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Mike, the key to a good passing game is to find ways to keep everybody involved. When a defense has to account for every potential target, they tend to get really stretched pretty thin. That's exactly what this offense was able to do. Get the ball to your running back, and he's able to do the rest.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals are able to cut into the deficit.
Bengals 21. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Left side, he's got Ibuka. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll throw out of the gun. He'll get that out wide to Sampson, and they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Jaguars 1st down.
Cut 19! Cut 19! Here we go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Exiting the pocket right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Trying to make a play out of the pocket, couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Turner.
So this was a great stress test for this defense, Mike. Everybody prepares to defend a quarterback from within the pocket. But how do you defend that quarterback when he breaks the pocket? In this case, watch everybody flow. Everybody stays with the play and maintains their assignment. They get rewarded for a chance at the interception, and he comes through with the pick.
From 29, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he's got a Bengals 1st down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Bronco 80, 79 Bronco.
Now they'll set up to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. He'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here. Pretty good spot, though, yes. He's got it. That's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw. Moving left. And he did a pretty good job there to get back to the line of scrimmage as he's chased out of bounds.
That's a lot of work for no gain. You risk taking a shot there if you're the quarterback the longer you hold on to the ball. But there was nothing there. Good job to the defense shutting that one down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now give on the ground, and they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Cowboy 80.
He'll look to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
It's 3rd and 7.
And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. 4th down straight ahead.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. His throw here is complete. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down. Metcalf, the motion man. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Room to run past the 30. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. That pickup good for 29 yards.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
Throwing now from the gun. Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And he's got another one. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. The extra point is up and through. And the Jaguars stretch things out even further. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quick throw, taken in.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. There's a short one caught by Kraft. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2nd and 8 at their 49-yard.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd and 8.
79 Broncos.
Back to the air one more time. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight, they continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Let's go now. Panther 11, Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
They'll look to throw yet again. Moving to his right. He's going to keep it himself. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. He'll get a dozen out of that one. Scrambling his way to a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what...
It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least it'll pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals are able to edge a bit closer.
Bengals 28.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. That'll be taken in by Sampson.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. They'll look to throw. In trouble, and down he goes. Leo Chenal getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season. Throwing now on third and long. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come. This fourth down is looming.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Jaguars ready to punt this one away. And he's on to punt for just the second time in this game. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40.
Take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Ready up! Ready!
He'll drop to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. It's a nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick first down.
At the 50-yard line.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Here we go. 70 range. 70 range. Bronco 80.
From the 50, he'll set him to throw. On the left side, he finds Crab.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
6-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
Back at the 50-yard line.
Third down, we'll try to get it on the ground. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
He's going to air this one out. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd, and they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
So now the Bengals use their 3rd and final timeout, and it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. That's taken in, and he's going to have the 1st down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down. Here we go. One final play. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Bengals are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So it is a win for our visitors, the Jaguars. They continue their winning ways in the month of September.